The month of March is named after Mars, the Roman god of war, because the season for military campaigns resumed during this time after winter.
Simpsons show a scene of blood moon, a moon with red color that will take place on March 14th in United States and will lasting for 30 minutes. In Simpsons, the sky darkens earlier than usual. A deep red glow spreads across the sky. People feel some danger, animals act strangely. People step outside, staring at the sky in fear. News reports warn, this is no ordinary lunar eclipse. Streetlights flicker and power will gone. Phones lose signal. The air feels heavier. Breathing becomes uneasy. A chilling wind blows, even where it's supposed to be warm. People rush to churches for praying. Some lock their doors. Others scream in the streets. Emergency alarms go off. The presidents say, stay indoors until the moon fades. Earthquakes will happen in unusual places. Red rain starts falling. Thick drops stain the streets. The ocean waves rise higher, crashing into coastal towns. The blood moon glows darker.
That episode of The Simpsons was pointing to a blood moon on Purim last year. But you guys know how they do it, right? After March 3rd, 2026, the next total lunar eclipse, blood moon, to coincide with the Jewish festival of Purim will not occur again for several years. We know we're actually in 2025 still, but Daniel 12:11 KJV. And from the time that the daily sacrifice, that's Christ in us, the hope of glory, Paul says, I die daily, right? From the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, that's the rapture, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, I believe that CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, going to cause the daily sacrifice to cease. There shall be 1,290 days. That's 1,290 days. Sudden destruction equals exactly 1,290 in English Gematria. 1 Thessalonians 5:3 KJV. See the 153 fish there? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, 1290, cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, like Revelation 12, the man-child, and they shall not escape. From Adar 14, which is Purim, March 2nd and 3rd, the blood moon, to Feast of Trumpets 2029 is 1,290 days. What is the next feast or festival that Jesus spends with the Jews in the flesh? That's the Feast of Trumpets, 2029. I've shown you guys how the two very rare solar eclipses made the X across America, which is the Tav, the 22nd letter in the Hebrew alphabet, which means sign or seal. It was a sign of the Son of Man. The first one in August 21st, 2017, and the second one April 8th, 2024. Now I want to show you something amazing. There are exactly 1,211 days from the first solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017, to December 14th, 2020. Now from December 14th, 2020, 1,211 days forward again, you come to August 8th, the other major solar eclipse in 2024. In other words, it's 1,211 days on both ends from the midpoint, December 14th, 2020. Look at the number 1211. Back to Daniel 12:11 KJV. One more time, and from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. 1,290 days. 12:11. So December 14th was the midpoint of the two eclipses in 2020. 1,211 days on one side and 1,211 days on the other side. And they say December 14th is 12/14. So it marked that day, but why? Because the 1214 that it's pointing to is Adar 14, 1214 on the biblical calendar this year, which is Purim. Adar daily sacrifice equals 726 harpazo in Hebrew Gematria, which is in the English language. This is my channel, and if you haven't already, you should go watch my Purim Rapture videos. There is so much information on Purim and the Rapture this year. My last 5 or 6 or 7 videos are about Purim Rapture this year. And if you go down, I was posting about it as far back as, I don't know, almost 2 months, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But my recent videos, so much information. Please go watch them if you haven't already. Peace and security equals 1014, which is December 14th, which is actually 1214. That's what they say. And the true 1214 is Adar 14, Purim. And they always say peace and security, don't they? They almost never say peace and safety, except for a few times. What some people don't realize out there is that the rapture happens, and like I've shown, it's a bit hidden. It's a mystery. But the rapture happens and everything looks normal. They're saying peace and security. They're saying peace and safety. If you're out there and you're waiting for total chaos before the rapture, you're badly mistaken about how this goes down. It's hidden, it's secret, and things look normal when it happens. An Einstein-Rosen bridge, or wormhole, is a theoretical tunnel-like structure in space-time proposed by Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen in 1935. Based on general relativity, it suggests a shortcut connecting two distant points in space, or potentially different universes. These bridges are, in theory, tunnels linking two black hole singularities.
Dr. Monotov.
Donnie.
I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but do you know anything about time travel?
Hey, call me, okay?
A wormhole with an Einstein-Rosen bridge, which is theoretically a wormhole in space controlled by man. So, according to Hawking, a wormhole may be able to provide a shortcut for jumping between two distant regions of space-time.
So in order to travel back in time, you have to have a big spaceship or something that can travel faster than the speed of light.
Theoretically.
And be able to find one of these wormholes.
The basic principles of time travel are there. You've got your vessel and your portal, and your vessel could be just about anything, most likely a spacecraft.
Like a DeLorean.
Metalcraft of any kind.
You know, I love that movie, the way they shot it. It's so, like futuristic, you know?
The words 1290, like Daniel 12:11, equal 267 in simple gematria. That is the exact measurements of CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, 26.7 kilometers in circumference. And of course, that is 726 harpazo scrambled, caught up to rapture. Because CERN has everything to do with causing the daily sacrifice to cease on a blood moon. And what is the daily sacrifice? Christ in us, the hope of glory. We are the temple. Christ is the lamb. They used to take the lamb in the temple every day and sacrifice it. Hence the daily sacrifice, Christ in us. This is why in 1 Corinthians 15, Paul says, I die daily. And when's it going to happen? On a blood moon. Why? Well, that's everything to do with the sacrifice. Took the lamb in the temple and they shed blood.